Hey guys, it's Danny. I just wanted to update you guys and explain a little bit what's going on right now. So there's been a little bit of a shift in roles. So I'm still a social alter, but I'm doing a little bit more, I guess. For the past few weeks, I've been taking on more of a host role, kind of on and off. Like there would be a couple days where I would be like a temporary host for a couple days if Katie just wasn't feeling it or whatever, and then that would happen pretty frequently. And then I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I guess, it started happening where like it wouldn't be Katie asking me to host for her, it would just be that usually whenever somebody goes in, if like instead of a switch naturally occurring, if someone doesn't want to be out anymore and they decide to go in, Katie comes out by default. But a lot of the time I would come out by default, and most of the time in the morning Katie wakes up in the body. Well, about 50% of the time I wake up in the body now. And so that just happens, like it's just been happening kind of on its own. And so then the other day, I was out, and Jake was like, hey, you're co-host now. And I was like, wait, what? Why? And he was like, you've already been doing it. I just wanted to have a proper label, because Jake is all about his labels and his names and everything being categorized and being proper, because that's just how he is. So of course he wanted it to be correctly labeled. And he said that I was already basically co-hosting, which I guess I already was. So what this means for the system is that I come out or Katie comes out whenever someone goes in. It could default to either of us, and we don't know. It could default to somebody else, but most of the time it's one of the two of us. We don't know who will wake up in the body. It could be me or Katie. The majority of the time it's one of the two of us. Whenever some normal daily task needs to be done, me or Katie will do it most of the time. So we just kind of share the load now. I'm still a social alter, so social events are split between me and Laura still, but I've been helping her to host. And I don't really know why this change has taken place. No one specifically asked for it. The system just kind of did this on its own. Like, that's just how the system started to function automatically. There are things within the system that, sometimes when I say the system, most of the time I'm referring to all of the alters collectively as a whole, together, working together. But sometimes I mean our brain and how our brain handles the DID subconsciously. And in this case, the system, our subconscious brain pushed me to be co-host. It wasn't a decision made by any of the alters. It was just our system working. That's just how our system functioned in that moment, and that's how it's functioning now. And since that change, I think everybody has been a lot happier. It's been a combination of that and a medication change. I don't know, what to contribute it to, if it's more one or the other. It's both. But they both happened around the same time, and the system as a whole, and especially Katie, has been a lot happier recently. And so I think it's a good thing. It's definitely different. I've hosted before, but I've never really co-hosted like this for a long period of time, and it's not, usually when I was hosting or co-hosting, it's always been, hey, you're temporary host until this situation fixes itself. And it was always, there will be an end to this. But right now, it's not because of any situation that's going on. It's just how the system wanted to work, and it's different because it's like, that's just my role now, It's not because of a certain problem. It's just how it is. And So there is no definite end to it, and there may not be an end to it, and I'm okay with that. I like hosting. I like being out. Like, I'm totally fine with it. It's just different for me, and I'm getting used to it, and I'm learning to adapt, and yeah, everyone around me is learning to adjust to my annoying ass being out all the time. And yeah, so just thought I'd give you guys an update what it's like being co-host now, and what's going on in our system. Thanks for watching. Bye.